Hello, lovely people. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Yes, isn't that dress beautiful? So we are making it today. Today I'm going to make a bubu dress. As you can see, this is our fabric we are using, but this is on fold, and I'm folding it again. So I'll use this as my center point. Yeah, it's going to be a short bubu dress. So I'll just begin with my measurements. So I'll make the front 3 inches. I'm going to mark the back and the front at the same time. I'll make the back and the front all 3 inches, okay? So I'll make all of them 3 inches. Yeah, so I'll go down and mark my bust measurement, which is 10, and measure my waist 16. Then how long I want my bubu to be. So this is 40, but okay, let's use that. So I'm going to indicate my other measurements. So from here to here, I'm going to measure 7.5 inches. That is my shoulder measurement. I'll not come down by the 1 inch since this is a bubu dress. So on my, let me put these lines here so that, oh, the color is not so visible. I don't know what to do really. And I'll also indicate my hip measurement, which is 25. So I'm going to first put in my measurements. Already we made 3 inches here. I'm also going to make 3. So the front and the back will also all be equal. It will be 3 inches since this is a bubu dress, okay? So this is 7.5 inches, where our this is the shoulder measurement. Then I'm going to come on the bust. On the bust, my bust is 10, with the sewing allowance it's 10.5. My waist, with the sewing allowance it's 10, and my hip with sewing allowance it's 12.25. So this is my basic pattern. This chalk is not so visible, so if we are to use the hand it would be like this, but I'm not using it. So I'm just going to add let's add all the inches that we to finish this line. So I'll just come here and add, how many inches are these? They are 4.5. So this is 4.5. Here I'll also add 4.5, 4.5. Then here, this one will not be enough, but you can add the same inches from each measurement, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to carve in this dress. So I just added 4.5 here, and on the waistline 4.5. On the hip line, I'm not adding so much because I'm going to make I'll add like 2 to 3 inches, and I'll also cut it because I'm going to make this bubu dress in a circular way. What is that, the right word? So this my chalk is not so good. Let me try this or yellow. Maybe yellow will do. Okay, yeah, yellow might be better. So I'm going to carve my Bubu dress. Yeah, I want it to be circular. Is that the right word? Okay, to be like a semicircle. Not even a semicircle, semi-oval. English. So this is how my Bubu dress is going to be. I want it to be in this shape. Semi what? Tell me the English. Semi-oval. So from here, I'll not, okay, let's just drop in a little bit, but even if you don't drop in the 1 inch, it might not be necessary. So don't mind so much about it, but let me just do it for the sake. But it doesn't really matter, okay? So you can drop the 1 inch here. So we are joining here. So I'm going to measure 10 inches. 10 inches from here to 10 inches mark. That's where I'll put my, that's where my arms will be, the sleeve. So what I have to do, I have to curve in here a little bit. So I want to make sure the front and the back are very equal. So this dress is so simple. You make your basic pattern, you add in a little bit of some inches. You might add in 6, 5, according to how wide you want your Bubu dress to be. So, and then you come in here and curve as you're going down. So this is my sleeve from here to here. I've measured 10 inches. So I'll just curve in like this and go down and shape it to my desired shape. So I need to make it like a semicircle, semi-oval, semicircle, I don't know. Yeah, that one. So I will come here where I want to put my sleeve and cut, going down like this. I don't know if there is something like semi-oval. Oh my goodness, English is so funny when it's not your first language, okay? So we are just going down like this, and like this. Hey, isn't this too short? Eh? I think it's too short. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Yeah. So this will be our dress. I think it's a little bit short, but anyways, yeah, because this is my hip line, it goes. Should I cut something else? My God, let me see. Okay, I think this is shorter than I expected, so I'll carve it from the very end. Okay, I'm not doing another pattern, I'm using this very pattern. So I think it might be okay, I don't know. Anyway, I'll use this. So I'll come here and put cutting my, and come here I might not cut, I might leave it as it is, so I'll not cut. So we are just going to come and sew here like this along this line until we reach down. So it's a matter of just sewing along this line. So after that we are done. I'll decorate it a little bit, not so much, and the short bubu is done. So you can make yours longer, but mine I think it's a little bit shorter. It's short, not a little bit. It's short, but yeah, we shall take it from that. So I'm just sewing here and then I'm sewing here, so that's it, there is nothing. Let me show you. I'm going to sew along this line and along this line and I'll be done. Yeah. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. I love you and God loves you. Bye bye.